Software engineers do things that are all around us every day, from our games, HR management systems, technology in machines. They develop all these amazing programs and bring them to life and make our lives easier and sometimes solve problems. And they work as a part of a team. So they work with a lot of other people, like software developers.
They do. And software developers are the people who lead the entire design process. They're the ones that have to make sure that the client is happy, they get what they want, and that the project is fully complete.
So it's really great in our region. At Indiana University South Bend, they have an amazing IT department where you can learn how to be a software engineer, a software developer, and a lot of other great growing roles within the IT sector.
There is an alumni from Indiana University South Bend who is currently working as a software engineer and is doing really, really well and successful.
So my name is Joe VanWanzeele. I work as a senior integrations engineer for Keyfactor. I graduated from IOSB with a degree in computer science in 2011.
How did you first become interested in this job or industry?
I can go all the way back to when my uncle came over one day and brought his Tandy 1000 Radio Shack computer, and I was just mesmerized. It was beautiful and I just wanted to be on it all the time. For years after that, I just had been pining for one and dreaming about getting a computer. So eventually my mom got me one my sophomore year of high school. I just jumped in everything I could do on it. I started writing JavaScript, making little web pages. I felt like computers were kind of an extension of your mind more than any other tool. I worked for a company in Fort Wayne for a while. They shut the doors due to COVID fears. I decided I want to move back to the area. So as I was looking for places to live, I ran across this school building for sale, and I came and I looked at it and I fell in love with it immediately. So I'm working remotely out of a school building, which I'm also in the process of renovating and fixing up to do a number of different cool things in there.
Why did you choose your post-secondary institution?
I chose IUSB because they had a good computer science program. I've had a good relationship with a couple of the professors long after I've graduated. Dr. Wolfer, every year I give a talk to the senior computer science students. It was close to home, so it really worked out for all the reasons.
Can you describe your career pathway?
When I left Purdue, I was a DJ for a while and was hosting events. I got a part-time job. I worked as a comment processor at Press Ganey, which they do hospital satisfaction surveys for medical facilities. I was asked by one of the managers if I'd be interested in applying for the database assistant position. So I did, and I ended up liking it a whole lot more. I decided, I would like to be an actual software developer. I applied for that and I got in on the contingency that I complete my degree, I finish it, which I had actually started going to IOSB prior to that, so I was on that path anyway. And I found another company where I work currently called Keyfactor. As a service, we have a platform that helps other organizations manage their cryptographic keys.
What does a typical day look like?
In my current role as the senior integrations engineer, we're kind of like they call us the Green Berets, where if there's a new possible contract with a client that has an enterprise system that we haven't integrated with before, or certain software things that they're using that we may need to write a custom plug-in or something an adapter to make our stuff work with them. They send it to our team, and then we are tasked with figuring out if it's possible, trying to estimate how long it will take, coming up with a proof of concept.
What advice would you give to students when thinking about their future careers?
Don't choose how you're going to spend your time based on how much money you're going to get from it, because the money and the success comes afterwards. If you're doing something you really enjoy and that really resonates with your personality and how you think, then every day is going to be success.